Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, fine. So we have completed the basic setting and we have covered the theory part. Now today we'll just see the practical for the general ledger accounting. So first of all, we will just create the GL master record, and we will also see how many segments we have under the GL master record. Then we'll just see how we can just manage the GL master record, how we can just block it, we can just mark for the deletion, we can just make the changes, how we can just see the changes. So all these things we will just do, and after that we'll just do the posting. So different types of document we will just enter in the system: parking, posting, holding, sample, recurring, interest document. Then we have the reversal document, and we will just conclude with the accrual and deferral. So these are the things we are going to do in the general ledger accounting. So first step, it is saying that you need to just create the some of the GL master record, and for that it is saying that you need to just refer the OBD4. So here we can just log in and we can just go to the OBD4 for the creation of the GL master record. So for the creation of the GL master record, it is saying that we need to use a transaction code. It is FS00, and you can also go through the path. So path is also given, but before that we need to just go to the OBD4, and we can just see under which account group we can create this GL. So for example, we were working on the company code Ericsson. So for that we have created the chart of account CAER. So for this, if you just see the practical, it is saying that the step number one, we have to create the equity share capital account, and we have to create the cash account. So for the creation of these account, we need to just find out the relevant account group. So for the equity share capital account, we can consider the account group share capital, and the range we can just see starting from 100,000 to 100,099. And for the creation of cash account, so we don't have any account group with the name cash, but we can just consider it under the current asset, and the range we can just see it is starting from 200 100 to 200 199. Now between this range we can just pick any number, and we can just create that number for the creation of the master record, and that could be for the cash. Now here it is saying that we will just open one more screen, and we will just use a transaction code. So here we can just use the transaction code FS00. So here it is saying that use transaction code FS00 for the creation of the GL master record, and we have open OBD4 also. From there we can just find out the relevant account group. So this is the OBD4 from through which we have come to know that we can just create the equity share capital account under the account group share capital, and we can just create the cash account under the account group current asset. The range is 200 100 to 199, and for the share capital it is 100,000 to 100,099. So between this range we can just pick any number, and we can just consider that number for the creation of the GL master record. So here we have FS00, and if I am going to create the share capital account or equity share capital account, so here this is screen we can have for the creation of the GL master record. Now this is in here you need to just give the number which GL you want to just create, or you want to manage the information for which GL. For example, you want to just create a GL, or you want to display the information for some existing GL. So you need to just enter the GL number, and then after that you need to just enter the company code as well. So for example, this 100,000 we want to create in our company Ericsson. So these are the button you can just see. So this is to display the GL, make the changes in your existing GL. This is to create the new GL like this one which we are just going to have. Then this is the button build template. So we can just create the GL, for example, the similar of the system. So we can just take the reference of that particular GL, So in that case, we need to just maintain the minimum information. So rest of the information, why? Because the rest of the information will be copied by the system automatically from that reference GL. So how to create the GL with the help of this build template button, that we will also see. Then this is the option for blocking the GL master record so that we can post the entry. And we have discussed that this blocking option, we have two level. At two level we can do the blocking. One is the chart of account level, another is the company code level. Then this is the button to it is for the marking of the marking for the deletion. So before getting a particular account master record deleted, so we can just mark it for the deletion. So how to do it, we will also see. Then the same option you will be able to find in the menu, and here you can just find the GL account option, and under this you will find the create with reference. Then here create with reference means with template only. Then change display block and set for deletion. Now for example, I want to create the GL, so just click on create option, and here you can just see this screen got enabled. Now we need to just give the relevant account group. For example, here if I just give the relevant account group as share capital, so here it will be mapped under this account group. But if I just select any wrong account group, system will just give you the error message. So here you can just see for the unsecured loan, it is saying that this is not a relevant account group for the GL 100,000. Why? Because this account group is having a numbering starting from 100, 400 to 100, 499. So you need to just select the correct account group. Let it be share capital. Now whenever we are just going to create any GL master record, so either it would be the P&L account or balance sheet account. So in this case, we are creating the balance sheet account, so we'll just keep the ready button on the balance sheet. Then we need to just provide the short text, long text. So for example, this is the equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Then you can just if you remember, we have in the theory discussed that there are two segments. So this is the information which we have maintained. It is we have just maintained this information at first level, at first segment. And what is the name of the first segment? This is the chart of account segment. So you can just see it is saying that control in the chart of account segment, control in the chart of account. So if you want to find out the control, or if you want to find out the second segment, so for that you need to just go to the next tab, that is the control data. So just click on the control data. Here you will find account control in the company code, which means that this is the second segment we have, and it is the company code segment, where we can just set the currency. So if you want to maintain this equity share capital account in USD or in some other currency, so let it be in the local currency. So we will just select this checkbox, only balance in local currency. With this, system will just show you the balance for this GL in the in the USD only. Then here we have the option account management in the company code, where you can just see, you can just select that, okay, I want to see the line item. If you don't want to see the line item, so you can just deselect the checkbox. So here we can just select the line item. Now this GL, if this GL will have the line item, so this GL, if this GL will have the line item, then the system will just show those line item, but according to which criteria, like in which order, system will just show that line item, so that we can also decide. So here you can just see the sort key. So I want to display the line item according to which criteria. So according to the posting date, according to the document date, according to the branch, location, cost center, plant, vendor, customer, asset. So these are the sort keys. We can just select any one. Let's suppose it is posting date. So now onwards, system will just start showing all the line item according to which criteria, according to the posting date. For which GL? For this GL. Then we'll just go to the next tab. Go to the bank interest tab. Now if you remember, we have created one object field status variant, and that field status variant we have assigned with the company code, so we can just able to find out all the field status group. So here it is saying that you need to just choose any one group. So just press F4 option and system will just show you all the 41 or 41 dependent entries or the groups we have. Now we need to just find out, or we need to just assign any one. So let's suppose if we just assign the group G001 here and press enter button and then click on save option. So this is the information we have maintained for the GL master record. Click on save option. This is the save button. So here this is how we have just maintained a GL. Now likewise we will have the another GL, and that is for the cash account. So for that we can just see the range is 200, 100 to 199. So here I'll enter 200, 100 and the company code is Ericsson. Then again go to the type and description first tab, and here we'll just select the account group. So since it is the cash, so we can just go to the current asset, select the choose a account group as current asset. Type would be balance sheet because it would be part of your asset, so you will just select the type account type as balance sheet. Short text, long text, it is the cash account. Then go to the control data, and again the same setting will maintain. So just select the account currency as USD, only balance in local currency, line item display, sort key would be 001, that is posting date, and field status group will be G001. Now whenever we are just going to maintain the GL master record for cash or for bank, for the GL cash and bank, we need to just select this checkbox. So here you can just see bank and financial detail in the company code. So you need to just select this checkbox relevant to cash flow. So this will just select for which account, for all your cash and bank account. Why? Because let's suppose if you want to just maintain the, or you want to just uh, see, or you want to know the liquidity of the company. So for that we can or the system will just show you the balance for all those accounts which will have this relevant to cash flow. Then just click on save option, and this is how we have just created two balance sheet account. Likewise, we can just consider some expense account also. So for the creation of the expense account, like the salary, wages, and rentals account, like as mentioned in the latest steps, so we need to just find out the relevant account groups. So here you can just see, you can just go to the account group. It is first account group. For the creation of the salary, we can just consider the personnel cost, and the range we can just consider it is starting from 400, 100 to 400, 199. So between this range we can just pick any account and uh, create the salaries account. Likewise, we can just create the wages account. For that we can just consider the account group manufacturing cost, and the range is starting from 400, 200 to 299. And likewise, we for the creation of the rent we can just consider the account group admin cost, and the range we can just see it is starting from 400, 300 to 399. Now for the creation of the account, again we'll just go to FS00, and here we'll just enter the number, let it be 400, 100, and this is for the salary account. So here we'll just select the account group as personnel cost. Type would be P&L because this is the expense account, and give the short text, long text as salaries account. Then maintain the same information, go to the control data, select USD as a local currency and only balance in local currency, and select the checkbox only balance in local currency. Then go to the line item, select the sort key as posting date and sort, then filter the group as G01. So this is the expense GL you have created. Now two more GL you need to create, but the setting is same. The settings which you maintain for the 400 100, so the same settings you need to just maintain for the creation of the rest of the two GL expense GL. So those two GL we can just create with the help of with template button. So how we can just create it with the help of a template button. So for example, here I can just give the reference of 400 200, and you can just click on the with template button. So this is the new GL I want to create, and for the creation of this new GL I want to give the reference of my existing GL. So for that you can just click on the with template button, and it is asking the reference GL account number and company code. So let it be 400 100, and what is the company code? Ericsson. So just press enter button. So system will just populate all the information in the required field, and uh, and this information is coming from where? This information is, or these options are coming from the existing GL, that is 400 100, or the reference GL, that is 400 100. Now if you just go to the company code data, or you can just go to any tab, so you will find automatically system has just populated the information for the required field. So for example, if you are going to save this information, system will not permit you. Why? Because there are some of the information we need to just add it. For example, this account group is not part of, or this GL is not part of this account group personal cost. So for that we need to just switch the account group from personal cost to manufacturing. Why? Because this range is relevant for this account group. So that is the reason we need to just change the account group, and here the name as well. So for example, the second GL I want to create, that is the expense, I want to give the name as wages account, wages account. Then click on save option. Rest information will remain same. So for that reason we'll just simply click on save option. Then again we'll just have one more GL, and that GL we want to create with the help of with template button. Again we will just give the reference of 400 100, press enter button. Now this time you can just see, if you are again if you are just going to save it, just I will just show you again a message that this account number is not compatible with this account group. So you have to just change the account group from personal cost to admin, because the range we have just given for the admin, so that is compatible with this GL 400 300. Now again the name needs to be changed. So here in place of salaries you will have rentals. Then click on save option. So the rest information will remain same. We don't need to change it. Automatically it will be populated by system. Now just click on save option. So that is the difference between the create a new GL and create with template account, or with template option. So post creation of these account, we can just find out how many accounts we have created for a particular chart of account. So for that we have a option of F.N. There is a option F.N through which we can just display all the GL we have created under a particular chart of account. So in our case, our chart of account is CAER. So for this chart of account, if I want to find out how many GL we have created, so I can just go to the F.N, press enter button, and here I can just give the range. For example, I want to give the range as 1 to all, which means that I want to find out all the GL we have created under which chart of account. So here you can just see there is the option, chart of account option. I can just give the reference of my chart of account CAER, and then click on execute button. Click on execute button. You can just see it is saying that these are the 5 GLs we have just created. Now if you want to find out more detail, you can just double click on this. System will just take you to the detail. Again you can just go back. Let's suppose for the wages you want to find out the information, so this is how you can just see the detail. Now the second option we have, like the next option we have, it is saying that added the GL master record. So for example, if you want to make, if you need to just make some changes in your existing GL, so that is possible, we can just do the changes. But how we can just do the changes? So for that, again you need to just go to the GL master record. So for example, I want to make the changes in the cash account, and for that we have we need to just enter the GL as 200 100, and let's suppose I will just click on the change button, and this is the cash account for my, hold on please. Okay, fine. So here we were just trying to find out how we can just make the changes. So for example, here this cash account, I want to just give the, I want to just change the name, and the new name is the name which I want to just have, I want to edit. It is cash account for office, for office. So the short text, long text is cash account office. Now if you just, okay, here we need to just go to FS00, and there I can just make the changes, office. Now if I just go to the next tab, that is the control data tab, and if you just see here, if you just see, uh, we have selected the short key as 001, but if I want to just make the changes, I want to just select the short key as document date. So for that I can just select the option 003. So likewise we have just made some other changes also, and then click on save option. Click on save option. Now it is saying that how we can just track these changes. If let's suppose somebody else has made these changes, so how we can just display those changes. With the help of FS04 we can display those changes, by whom, when these changes were made, so that information will be displayed by a system. So here it is saying that you can just go to the option FS04. Function code is FS04. We can just find out this information. Go to the transaction code FS04. Press enter button. Now let's suppose here we have the GL, it is 200 100 for the company code Ericsson. I want to see the changes. Press enter button. You can just see it is saying that the changes we have made in which field. So we have made the changes in the short text long text field, and then we have just made the changes in the short key. So what are the changes we have made? So for example, if I just go for the text, so we have just, earlier we were having the cash account, but now we have the cash account office, and the same thing it will just show you for the short text also. So earlier cash account, but now it is office, cash account office. If I just check for the short key, so it will just show you the earlier short key was 0001, but now the new short key is uh, it is not 0001, 001, and the now new short key is 003. Now who has made these changes? So if you just double click on the field, then system will just show you the date, time, and user ID who has just made these changes, and what are the changes he has made. So you can just see it is saying that we have just made the changes from 001 to 003. Now press enter button. If I again go back to the GL master record and again I want to just make the changes. So what you will find a new row will be added, and that row will have the changes in like the information. What are the changes again we have made? For example, if we just again go back to the GL master record, and I will just restore the changes we have done. So here let it be the sort key as one only, that is posting date, and I want to just change the name from cash account office to I want to make it cash account only. Then click on save option. Now it is saying that again you just go back, and again you just again here we will just press enter button for this GL. So you will find that this time again the changes have been made in these options. Now again if we just go for the GL account text, it will just this time show you two rows. So we can just select on the latest row. So this is the latest one. So where it is saying that the new name for the account is cash, but the old name was cash account office. Who has made the changes? Just double click on this. It will just show you the details. Likewise, if you want to just see the information for the sort key, just double click on this. Earlier sort key was 3, but now it is 1. So this is how we can just make the changes, and we can just see those changes in the system, in the chill master record. Then it is saying that the next option we have blocking unblocking of the GL master record. We have discussed that the blocking can be done at two level, chart of account level and company code level. So for the blocking of any GL, let it be cash account. So again we need to just go to the GL master record. So this is GL master record, and let's suppose we just have the account number 200 100, and this account we want to consider for the blocking. So here you just go to the blocking option. You can just see the blocking we have at two level. One is the chart of account level, second is the company code level. So under the chart of account level we have the three options. So block for the creation, block the account for the creation, block the account for the posting, and block the account for the posting planning. So if we just do the blocking for the creation, so this particular GL you will not be able to create any other company code if you are having the multiple company code and all the company codes are assigned to one chart of account. So in that case, if you just go for the first option, you will not be able to create the same GL in some other company code. Then we have the block for the posting. So this GL will be blocked across the company code. So you cannot make any entry, you cannot make any posting in any company code for this GL. Then we have the next option, planning. So if you want to do some if you want to post some plan document, some plan figure or budget figure you want to give. So with this blocking, you will not be able to give the plan or budget figure for this GL. Then if let's suppose your company code is assigned, your chart of account is assigned to one company code only, and you want particular company code will get affected. So here, let's suppose if I want to block uh, the posting in this GL, so I can just select this option and then click on save option. So this account will get blocked. This account will get blocked. Later on, if I want to just unblock it, again I will just go to the block.
Hello, Jitesh. Hello.
trying to block the GL master record. So again, we'll just go to the blocking option and we'll just see the block. So we have just blocked this account. Now at the time of posting the end date, so we'll just see if this blocking will give any effect or not. Then we have the posting of transaction, and before the posting of transaction, uh, we'll just see the posting keys. What do you mean by posting key? So here we'll just go to the posting keys. Now it is saying that, for example, if we make any accounting transaction, let it be cash to share capital or some other entry, if we just maintain, we just enter in the system. So what the system will do? So it is saying that in place of this DRN2, system will just maintain that information with the help of posting keys. With the help of posting, or in the posting key, system will just manage that information, or we can just find out any account is getting debited or credited. So how we can just find out that any account is getting debited or credited? With the help of posting keys. So these are the code we use to debit any account or credit any account. So here if you just see, we have been given some of the posting keys, and it is saying that about the posting key that it specifies the line item which is to be debited or credited and to which account type this line item is posted to. So for example, if we have this line item cash account, so for this cash account it is saying that what you can do, so you can just find out the posting key as 4050. Why this 4050? Because this 4050 posting keys can only be used for the GL account. We cannot use 2531 or 0115. Why? Because the account types are different for these posting keys. So these are used for the vendor, customer, asset, and so on and so forth. So if you want to debit your cash account, so what you will do, you will just enter 40, and uh, for the for the credit, you just give the credit to your GL account. Likewise, you can just enter 50, and the same thing. Let's suppose if you want to give the credit to your vendor, so which posting key you will enter? You will enter 31, and to debit your customer it is 01, and to debit and credit your asset, you can just use the posting key 7075. So this is the relevance of posting key we have in the system. Now if you just see the practice material, it is saying that you can just view all your posting key with the help of this OB41 transaction code. This is the OB41 T code through which you can just see all the posting keys. So here we can have OB41. So you can just see the system is just showing you all the posting keys. So if we just go to the posting key 01, let it be 01. So here this is the detail button. So just click on choose option. So here it will just show you posting key 01. So what it identify, or what it indicates. So it indicates that it will just debit which account. It will debit your account type customer, and here you can just see the credit indicator. So this 01 cannot be used to credit the account type customer, because there is a ready button. So either we can just select that debit or credit. So this time under the standard posting key, we can just debit the account type customer. So here this is the reason we have the ready button for the debit. Under the debit credit indicator and account type, we have the customer. Likewise, we can just go to the some other posting key. Let it be 40, or let it be 31. Now this time you can just see here, we can just find out the information that this is for your vendor. Why? Because here it will just credit which account type. It will just credit the account type vendor, and here this is the indicator we have. Now if you want to find out the details, just click on detail button. So this 31 posting key we will use in the system to give the credit. To give the credit to which account type? This time customer. This time, sorry, vendor. Then here again, let's suppose if we have 40, so this will be, this is for the debit, and debit which account type? GL. So these are the posting keys we have. So 40 debit, and this is for the account type GL. Now for the same account type, if you want to credit, So you can just go for the posting key 50, and here you can just see this is for the credit entry, and we have the 70, it is for the account type asset, and it is to debit it. So these are the posting keys we have. Now it is saying that you can just make the accounting entry, and this accounting entry we can just enter in the system with the help of transaction code F-02 or FB50. So there are two screens available to make the entry. So first we'll just go through with the screen, or we will just go with the transaction code F-02. So here you can just see this is how the system will just show you the screen. So we have the document date, posting date, document type, period, then company code, then currency, and other fields we have. So we have in the theory discussed that any accounting document will have two segments. One is the header, another is the line item. So here you can just see this is the header information. Now if you want to find out the line item information or the field, so you can just see this is the line item. This is the line item, but what about the rest of the field? So once you just enter the GL, system will just show you the rest of the GL on the next screen. So for example, if we just enter here the document date as 13th of October 2016, then the company code is SA, current company code is Ericsson, document type you can just see it is SA, and posting period system has just populated automatically, we have not entered it. So basis on your posting date. Now this is 40 means debit your which GL only your only a GL account only. Now here we can just enter your GL, let it be 200 100, press enter button. So here the system will just show you the message that this account is blocked. So first you need to just go to the master record and unblock this account. So for example, if we just unblock this account, go to the FS00. Now here we can just go to the again blocking and unblock this account. Then save it. So now this account got unblocked. Now just press enter button. We can just go again F-02, and again we can just maintain the information for the header. Document posting date as 13th of October, document type Ericsson, company code USD, and here we have 400 100 or 200 100. Press enter button. Now here you can just maintain the information. You can just see the information. We can have the amount, business area. So why some other fields are are not being shown by the system? So those fields we have hide. So if you want to display those fields as well, you can just make them unhide, or you can just select the option optional. Then system will just show you those fields as well. Now let's suppose here if we just maintain the information that 99,000, I want to give the amount 99,000 for the posting of the GL entry in this account. Now the business area we have it as Ericsson. Then here you can just see value date is automatically coming. Why? Because if you remember in the OB-Y6 we have select a checkbox that automatically system will just drive your value date. So that is the reason it is coming automatically. If you want to change it, you can do it. Then the short text, long text we can just give. So let's suppose the text we want to enter as it is the cash from share capital. Then the second GL you need to just select 50, and this is for the share capital account. 50 means credit, and create the GL account. So just press enter button. Press enter button, and here it is again asking for the amount. Let it be 99,000. Business area again Ericsson, text plus text plus. Then click on overview the document. Click on there would be a button, overview button. So just click on this overview button. System will just take you to this screen where you can just find out how many line items we have, what are the posting keys we have just chosen, then the business area, account, and amount. So Here it is saying that whatever you have on your debit side should be on your credit side, so the net difference should be 0. There should not be any difference here, otherwise system will not allow you to post the entry. Now just click on save option. Click on save option. Actually here we have not assigned the controlling area, so we can just assign the controlling area. So for that you can just note down one transaction code, it is OKKP. Transaction code is OKKP. We can just enter the control or maintain the controlling area for this company code. So what is the controlling area? What is the relevance of the controlling area? So that we will be discussing, we will be doing at the time of doing the controlling. So here, just for the sake of posting the entry, so we'll just set up the controlling area for our company code. So for that, we will use transaction code OKKP. Click on the new entry. So here we can just give the ID for our controlling area, can be given up to the 4 character, could be alphanumeric. So let's suppose this is the code we have to give. So it can also be similar to your company code. So let it be Ericsson. And what is this? This is the controlling area for the company Ericsson. Now here we can just choose the option. It is saying that do you want to define it at group level. The first option is for the company code and second for the group. So we'll just select the company code. Then here you need to just select the currency type. So here just press F4 option and select the option 10, and that is the company code currency. Automatically system will populate the next three fields, currency, then chart of account, and we have the fiscal year variant. Then here in the cost center standard hierarchy, you just give the name of the hierarchy. It is HIR, that stands for hierarchy. Then underscore and give your controlling area Eric, and then click on save option. Click on save option, press enter button. It is saying that do you want to maintain this information because it doesn't exist? Yes. So the standard hierarchy now will be saved by a system because it doesn't exist earlier. Now it is saying that you need to just go to the assignment. So we'll just assign our company code Ericsson with this controlling area. This is the controlling area. Now you need to just give the reference of your company code Eric and then click on save option. System will just show you the name, company name here, and after that you can just go to the activation and then again click on the new entry and give the year as 2016 and then activate the controlling area from this year. Press enter button if system will just show you any message. Now it got activated till 99999 years. Now we can again go to the F-02 and try to post the entry. So this time again we'll just give the information for the header and line item, and here let's suppose this time we just give the amount for the share capital as 200,000, business area Eric, and it is from cash from the share capital. Here we can just enter 50 credit the share capital account, and amount we can just enter as 200,000. Then the business area is Eric and text plus or text being cash from the share capital. Now just click on display document and then click on save option. So this time you can just see system has just given us the document number 1. You can just display this document. There are two ways to do it. First we can just go through the transaction code, that is FB01. We can just enter here FB01 and system will just show you the information for the document number 1. Or you can just go to the menu document and here you will have the option display. So just click on display option. Automatically here you can just see FB02, it will become FB03. System will just take you to the FB03 screen. Now here we can just see this document detail. So this is the line item and this is the header. This is the header or this is the line item information. If you want to find out the more information about the header and line item, what you can do, So for the header, you can just click on this head option. We have there is a head button. So this will just show you the header information. So this information will be useful for the audit trial. So when this document was posted, by whom it was posted, what is the date and time. So all that information we can just display here. Then likewise, if you want to see the line item information, so just double click on the particular line item. It will just take you to the detail. So like here we can just see the detail. Now here you can just see the arrow, so we can just move from one line item to another line item. We can just navigate from one line item to another. You can just see this is the line item 1. So if you just click on next, it will become 2. And if I want to just go back, it will become 1. So if there are multiple line items, let's suppose 10, 20, 30 line items, so you can just navigate from one line item to another. How many line items we can have for any document? So we can have 999 line items. Now this is the one way to post the document. Let's suppose we have the another way, it is FB50, and transaction code is FB50. I have just mentioned here also FB50. So this is how the system will just display you the screen for your FB50. Now here, let's suppose there is a company Dell, you want to just switch to your company. So there is the option of switching. So switch the company code from Dell to Ericsson. So it will just start showing you Ericsson. Now you can just, this is the header area and this is the line item area. So you can just see all the line item information you can just see on the same, on a single screen. So let's suppose here we have the option, you can just hold the document, so that we will be doing. Then simulate means overview. Before the posting you want to overview. So let's suppose here you have just given the document and date and posting date currency, and here we can just enter the line GL. We can just enter the GL account. So let it be 400 100. This time I am just trying to enter the expense account, or I want to just record some expense. So here under this format, we don't need to we don't need to focus on the posting key. Automatically system will just populate those posting key. Here we need to just give the option of debit credit only. So for example, if I want to debit it, I will just select the option as debit. So how much amount it is? Let it be 45,000. And here you can just see, so here we have the text information. So let it be being 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 this is the for the salary. So you can just enter being salary. Business area you can just enter as Ericsson and Ericsson. So this is what. Again go to the first option. So here we have the GL. Now the next GL we have 200, and then we have 300. So this is again for debit. How much amount? Let it be 35,000. This GL I want to debit with for 25,000, and finally we want to close this entry. So we'll just give the credit to the cash account with how much amount. So you don't need to total it. You don't need to sum up. So if you just put here asterisk sign, automatically system will just do the total. So here we can just give the text as being, then we have being rentals, and here we have being salaries, wages and rentals. So here you can just simulate the document. Click on simulate, and this is document which is you are just going to post. So just click on post button. So this is the total 1,05,000. If you want to just display this document, again go to the menu document display, or you can just go to the transaction code FB03. So this is how the system will just show you the detail. Now here you can just see automatically we can just have the value date. So this is the another way to post the document. Okay. Now under this we have some other things so that we'll just discuss tomorrow. Okay. So with this we just conclude today's session. Any question you can just let me know.
No, actually. But for tomorrow, I will be taking day off. Is it okay?
Yeah, I am okay, and actually, I just want to share with you. I am just having one more student in this batch, so tomorrow we'll just have the class. So if I will just send you the recording for tomorrow's class, would it be okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, fine. All right. Okay, so let's meet on day after tomorrow. Okay.
Okay then. And send me the recording.
Yeah. Sure.
All right then. Bye-bye.